Your campaigns can be performing and your team also doing a great job. And your clients will leave every meeting thinking they don't really understand the amount of effort you're putting in. My name is Salam from Insights Data, where we empower businesses to make better decisions with data and drive growth. So think about this. You're not having a performance problem. As an agency, you think about losing clients in terms of your performance dropping. While sometimes that could be true, but very often the bigger issue is that the clients stop feeling confident in the reporting because the clients don't see the work that the team did on Google Ads, Meta, Amazon, or even TikTok. All they see is the final report. And if the report feels confusing or inconsistent, it leads to confusion. From the report to the strategy calls to the spend down to the agency itself. That is how your agency loses credibility. What if your ads are working? A campaign can genuinely be working and still look unconvincing. Why? Because different platforms measure different things. For example, an ad platform may count a conversion based on clicks, attribution windows. GA4 on the other end, which is Google Analytics 4, may count it based on sessions and event logic. You could also have your CRM that is quantifying the leads and the closed deals differently. Now, the agency knows, understands that they're progressing, but the client sees inconsistency. This inconsistency leads to doubt because the measurements and the story are not clear enough. However, this gets worse as agencies grow. If you're managing 10 to 20 to 30 accounts across multiple channels, this problem gets expensive and time consuming quickly because you're not only dealing with reporting issues, you're dealing with communication issues, which later becomes operational issues. The more platforms are involved, the more opportunities there are for the numbers to become inconsistent and further apart. And when your team is always spending hours pulling data, checking reports, answering questions, the reporting process takes too much time. And that is why agencies with fragmented reporting often feel pressure from both sides. They feel pressure from the clients, feel pressure from the team, wanting different things. Clients want to understand the ROI, team wants faster reports. And that combination is exactly when agencies start looking for a better system. In the bid of looking for a better system, sometimes they think the client needs more data. And this is the biggest misconception that agencies make. When they lose trust or they're losing trust, agencies respond with more charts, more metrics, pulling up or creating more dashboards. But every client and most clients do not want more data. All they seek is clarity. Most clients want three things, and they want these three things answered clearly. One, what happened, why it happened, and what we are doing next. If your report has 25 charts but it still doesn't answer any of these questions or makes the answers to these questions obvious, it feels overwhelming and not helpful. Good reporting is not about volume, it's about reducing uncertainty. The agencies that keep trust high do things differently. They fix the system that feeds the data into the dashboard or the report. So what that will look like is, one, having a clear source of truth, meaning you know which platform owns which metric. Secondly, they explain the differences before the client asks or even find out. So if Google Ads or Google Analytics counts things differently, they get that addressed upfront or put a disclaimer in the report. The third, they translate the data into plain language, something that is easy for their clients to understand. Not just numbers, but breaking it down in the knowledge of their clients. So what has changed, why it changed, and what is the exact action that comes next. That is what clients actually remember after every call. The subtle risk of poor reporting. If a client does not trust the reporting, they don't necessarily think of firing you immediately, but things that happen are even more dangerous. So they start hesitating, they start scrutinizing the spend more closely, and over time every good result starts feeling less convincing. And this is why even the best of agencies or good agencies still have high churn rates, because the confidence around the work has failed. If this was useful to you, if this was valuable, do like, share and subscribe. Cheers.